June 28th. Welcome to Adam's Birthday Book, where each and every day we look into the mysteries of birthdays and their significance on your life path. Today's birthday is June 28th. If you were born on this day, happy birthday. Alright, let's get started. June 28th. The day of emotional stimulation. Those born on June 28th generally put emotion before reason, and their approach to matters is direct and immediate. They make a most universal appeal to their coworkers, friends or family, a large part of which is the humor and cajoling they employ. Since humor is a superior way to reach people, they usually succeed in making an impression. June 28th people have a way of moving others to react to them emotionally, and may in fact be deliberately provocative when trying to garner attention. The shock value they elicit is considerable, and those who know them sooner or later come to expect almost anything. Although they may appear highly spontaneous due to their antics, most of what they do is well thought out beforehand. Indeed, those born on this day are masters at anticipating the effect they will produce. Generally, June 28th people eschew patient, subtle persuasion in favor of an all-out frontal attack. Yet, they are so proficient at what they do and so masterful in their detailed planning, that they rarely misjudge their audience or target group. Those born on this day tend to be more extroverted than introverted, but nonetheless are deep, complex individuals who are not easily understood. Many June 28th people are leaders and movers in their family circle or social group. As employees, they can tuck themselves away for a time in a quiet place and work unassumingly, but if they sense an opportunity to share a funny story or make an outrageous comment, they will tend to go for it. Logical thinking is not their forte, however, and it is more often their consistent work ethic or inspiration that makes them good employees. But for those born on this day, diligence at work does not necessarily mean order at home, and personal areas of their life, love, housework, raising children, keeping appointments, etc., may be quite chaotic, even completely out of hand. Probably the worst punishment for June 28th people is to go unappreciated or ignored. Some born on this day gyrate back and forth between an intensely social need for interaction and appreciation on the one hand and the urge to be alone with their eccentricities on the other. Mates and children of such June 28th people must either have a great sense of humor and loads of tolerance, or perhaps blind love to put up with them. Those born on June 28th often display a great objective interest in people. Because they are fascinated with human characteristics, particularly those of children, they may become taken by studies of behavior, history, language, or anthropology. In this respect, they can make excellent psychologists who offer insight into people's motivations, thoughts, and actions. In their circle, they are often consulted where a matter of human nature is concerned, but may not be taken seriously by everyone due to their habit of putting people on. Behind the jovial facade, however, a June 28th person is most often hypersensitive and serious. Those born on the 28th of the month are ruled by the number 1, 2 plus 8 equals 10, 1 plus 0 equals 1, and by the sun. Those ruled by the number 1 are highly individual, of a definite viewpoint, and eager to rise to the top. Because June 28th people are, as mentioned, strongly dominant types, they must beware of being driven by their power urges or drowning others out in a flood of emotion emphasized by the influence of the moon, Cancer's ruler. The sun carries in its symbolism strong creative energy and fire, which should be kept flowing steadily rather than allowed to sporadically flare out of control. Tarot. The One's card of the major arcana is the Magician, who symbolizes intellect, communication, information, as well as magic. Over his head is an infinity symbol, which in some tarot decks takes the form of a hat, in others a halo. Many interpretations may be drawn, one of which is that the magician recognizes the cyclical and unending nature of life and is empowered by this understanding. The positive traits suggested by this first card include diplomatic skill and shrewdness, but, negatively, lack of scruples and opportunism. The choice rests with June 28th people whether to use their charismatic qualities for moral or immoral ends. Health. June 28th people truly like to eat and often suffer problems with their weight. Their flamboyant nature can lead them to think of meals as events, focusing on the delight of the meal and the company rather than the nutritional content. This can create all sorts of digestive problems, including those of the stomach, liver, gallbladder, and intestines. Those born on this day have a higher than normal incidence of addiction and would be better off avoiding experimentation with chemical substances. Liver problems here tend to accompany excess alcohol consumption. Regular physical exercise of a vigorous sort is recommended for June 28th people who too often exercise in bed and leave it at that. Advice. Being the center of attention is fun, but we all have to grow up sooner or later. Work on your destructive side. Find a way to hold your tongue when necessary, while maintaining your fine sense of humor. Meditation. Turning one's back to another, whether among animals or humans, is the most direct way of expressing contempt. Thank you for joining me today on the June 28th birthday, and please don't forget to smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, and ring that little bell, and please tell me if today is your birthday in the comments below. Thank you, you wonderful people, and join me tomorrow on the next episode of Adam's Birthday Book for June 29th.